Ah, another one against the very nice Califax. Momento, por favor. I want to resize this screen. Okay. Well, as it is, Vineyard is always something to look at, but I think Big Money Embassy or Big Money Vault will probably beat it. Let's veto a random card. In. And he got rid of Vault, so it's Big Money Embassy for sure. Faux show, faux show. And the thing is, we're just gonna need to watch out if he goes for big action, which is certainly possible. And we'll see here in a second based on what he does. His problem with going big action is that the only plus buy is Salvager. He will run out of targets he wants to salvage reasonably soon, although I'm helping him a little bit with the embassy on that front. I will go ahead and get that province. Cool. Embassy me. He would probably, if he were going for big action, get maybe a talisman. And definitely lots and lots of cities. Eventually a couple potions. And okay, maybe he is going for that. Not going to play this embassy because I don't want all this stuff to miss a reshuffle. I assume he's probably really going to pile on the cities here. And that's okay with me. I definitely want this second embassy, given that, and I will even get a third one here. He's not going to have any trouble hitting 5 and just buying out those cities. He could try to buy out the embassies, but that would be very bad because I would love the silvers. Okay, here I can get a gold. And I feel in very good shape to just run the provinces. Embassy's real good for that. He gets another salvager. Not unexpected. I think it looks like he's going for the vineyards because he'd be quite a bit slow at this point for lots of two hands here, but I'm okay with that actually. Because it's going to take him six probably more turns to run out the cities. And then how long to buy enough vineyards? It's going to take a long time. And they won't even be worth that much, right? He has 2 embassies, 2 salvagers, and 3 cities. That's 7. 14 once he gets the rest of the cities. He'll need to get 1 more action for them to even be 5-point vineyards. Yeah, I just don't really see it happening. Talisman would really help him, as he could start getting like multi-walled villages and stuff. Yeah, as is, I don't know what he's going for. Because I just think that action chain is going to be way too slow. Now, he will be able to just draw everything. But okay, he goes for gold, which signifies money. But those 3 cities are going to be big-time waste. If he gets a province here, he's really signaling a money non-vineyard deck. And I should just be way up. I have more embassies. He has cities. Yeah, so he doesn't do that. He can't really do that. And again, I will have more provinces already. About as much money. I think he might actually have more because I've given him so many silvers from the embassies. But I have more embassies and his cities won't be worth anything if he goes for it. So he's almost committed, and the gold doesn't make sense for that, but he's almost committed to going for the vineyards, and I just get the feeling that he didn't have a super cohesive strategy here. And was a little bit wandering in the middle of the game. And I think he's probably decided now. I assume this will be a copper, most likely. A silver. That's reasonable as well. That is a lot. That is, 14 city, and potion. Talisman, walled village, scout would be worthless now anyway. eventually be worth more. He gets another salvager. And that's just, I think, too many. Because, well, he doesn't have that many good salvaging targets. All of his expensive cards, he has a gold, and he has another silver, or 2, maybe 3 silver. And I can comfortably get a gold here. No reason to go for duchies yet. But, I mean, what's he going to salvage? Coppers is really, and that's pretty inefficient. And you don't need 3 salvagers for that. I mean, I think you would have been much better served by... Well, the problem with the talisman is especially at this point, it's going to conflict with his desire to empty the cities. Earlier on, he could have really gone, like, drained the walled villages or something, and then used that to activate his cities. Now, I don't know what he's doing. He salvages a salvager, which is really not something you like doing. Here he goes after a silver or a copper. The gold. And that's 10, 17. He goes for city, city, city. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get a duchy here. Well, no. Duchy or gold, duchy or gold. I think gold, just in case, on these vineyards. And that's not such a great hand for me, but I think I need to start getting duchies just so that he can't province me out, actually, because he is going to be drawing his whole deck here. And my embassy should be able to cover stuff fairly well. I actually slowed down a bit more than I thought, and I think some of that's off the 2 hands. I don't have as much silver and gold as I would like. But we'll see what he does. He salvages an embassy because he can draw his deck without it now. And he's going to salvage probably a copper. How much money does he have? And is that an important question? And what's he going to do? Yeah, he salvages a copper. He has 8. He has enough to double province here. But going that way seems like probably not going to work. 17, right? He gets embassies. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's going to empty a second pile. But it will really help me get my provinces up. The other thing is, where are his points coming from? Because I can potentially 3-pile. He gets a potion finally. And I will continue after these duchies now. I have so many, so much silvers in my deck now, and the embassies, that just embassy is going to be very close to automatic province here. And, well, he has 10 and 5 and 2. That's 17. He'll need even another action. And that's just to get them up to 6 points. And he's salvaging the embassies, which really doesn't make sense to me because he needs them for his action count. And what, double province? Like, what do you? He doesn't need all those money. He should have been getting rid of the golds, especially because the embassies can potentially help him draw. He gets a province, and I'm super confused. Because without the vineyards, he can't take me on. And the vineyards are only going to be worth like 5 points for him. And yeah, he's going to need a lot. And meanwhile, I can get another province here. The duchies are going to run. He can only get 1 vineyard at a time right now. I mean, he's going to draw his deck here. But he already has, in fact. I'm not too worried. He should probably salvage coppers. He really doesn't need the money. And the actions are going to be useful to him. He's definitely going to buy a vineyard here. Why would you salvage an embassy? This makes no sense. He had plenty of money. Right? I mean, he has so much money he can... Okay. Now what are you going to do? Buy another potion? Actions? Actions? He's going for actions. Okay. So he had 6 points. It's going to be 15 plus whatever his vineyard is worth. So his vineyard's worth 6. Um, he might actually pull this off here. Okay, now that'll get me to 48. He'll have 27, 33, 37, and need a lot of extra points from more actions. I don't think he can do it. Now, the big thing is I don't understand why he salvaged the embassy. He really should have salvaged the copper. He really should have salvaged the copper. And it's going to take me 2 more turns here, which is something he should probably realize. And start picking up, I don't know, scouts. A scout wouldn't be terrible here, actually, especially with the embassies, because he can discard green cards and then draw them back later. Yeah, he really ought to be salvaging the coppers, I think. Although at this point, maybe the golds aren't so bad. Okay, he gets a vineyard. Uh-huh. And, okay, he's just ending it, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have enough. Yeah, although he got close. He did get close. A second potion, and he could have done that. That's really amazing to my mind. I'm not sure whether I got unlucky that because he could have if he would have played better at the end, I think he could have won. I'm not sure. Is that strategy good? You guys, let's talk about this one on YouTube. YouTube.